Well, Darren, a first defeat for your side this season. What did you make of that performance?
I thought it was a better performance, especially the second half. I thought it was a better performance. Let me make sure I get that right. Unfortunately, you go through periods in the season where, and you never know when they're coming. But it feels like the world's against you a little bit. Every decision, things like that. So I feel like we're probably in that moment from the start of the season to now. So, and I feel it in the players when they come out and they start. I feel that that real anxious energy of how badly they want to get that win under it, and it kind of conflicts with how they think and how they play. Because I'm seeing some performances from individuals that are very conflicting to what I saw for 12 months. And because they're such great people, brilliant lads, that's pretty much the only logical explanation for it. So we know individually we've got to get some better performances in. We've not started, listen, it's 3 games, blimey, we're talking about 3 games, but we've not started how we'd like to. But it goes back to what I said right at the start of the season, how tough this is going to be this year. It's going to be tough. Nothing just rolls over and starts again. You don't finish, you don't get an automatic win just because you finished high up last year. You have to work and earn for it.
That first half, obviously Wrexham scored their goal. Talk about that, and also the side just didn't seem to be able to make passes together. Just was a little bit disjointed at times.
I thought there was definitely more intent for us to pass it. Definitely. Did it always come off? No. The execution was quite poor, especially quite deep. But that's the thing about my teams, that I want them to pass it. We train every day to pass it. So sometimes it comes off and we look, very good, and sometimes it doesn't. That's one of the things you have to kind of accept when you choose to play that way. It's a lot easier just to put your hand on it, bang it up the field, run after it and try and get whatever you can. But I don't really want to watch that every week. That's not really what I got into football for. So I thought we were very scratchy in our execution at times, but I didn't feel Wrexham were ever really opening us up to a large extent. We had a period, maybe 5-10 minutes, where I thought our shape got a little bit soggy, a little bit stretched, but I thought it was okay. I think the biggest thing that throughout the whole game, actually throughout the 3 games, is my teams are normally quite confrontational and aggressive, and when the moment is there to be destructive, normally my teams are quite good at that. And the amount of headers and tackles we've lost in the first 3 games is unexcusable and unexplainable, really, from what I know about these men.
Talk about decisions not going your way. Maybe another one today. Penalty appeal for Matt Warburton. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, his shirt's a lot bigger now. That's all I can say. It's an extra large now. But this is what you start kind of working yourself into, and because we're human beings, you kind of start justifying yourself. You try to justify to yourself that decisions aren't going your way. It's an awful decision. I mean, it was a car crash of a performance again from the officials. I mean, even the one where we had the goalie Langton tipped over from distance, and the linesman says he never touched it. The ball changed course. I mean, stuff like that. And so what you do is it's only natural. You start weighing those moments off against actually playing well, and that's not right. We've got to play a lot better, and we've got to get form into these players as quickly as possible.
Yeah, it was a brilliant save from Langton from the Matt Worthington shot. There was a yellow card for yourself in the aftermath of that. Can you explain what happened there?
I cheered the decision. I cheered them because obviously there's no fans here. I think my cheer was a little bit louder than maybe it should have been, but I find myself getting to this point with the performances so far. If you look at the performances, forget about today because we had to take things into our own, but the Kings Lynn decision is a game changer. It's a massive game changer. Wildstone, massive game changer. And today you don't get a penalty, you don't get a point. So I can really hold the officials accountable for 7 points if I wanted to be, picky and try and detract from what we're not doing. But listen, we're all pretty honest people, and we know we've got to play better. I didn't think we created enough good chances today. I thought Burke made a difference when he came on. I thought Gabby Rogers made a difference again when he came on, and that's nice to see, because we're going to need those young players throughout the course of the season, and if we need to change things because of form, then they're there and they're good to go.
Thanks for your time, Darren.
Thank you. Cheers.